Afternoon, fellow YouTube pipe community members. This is Smartiebobs from Central Indiana. Just got home from the hardware store where I bought plastic, vinyl, rubber tubing. You need to hit the like, subscribe, and that bell that allows you to follow me to see where I'm going to stick that tubing later. About 30 days I'm going to have some tubing stuck somewhere else. Today I'm smoking some Cornell and Deal's autumn evening. It's really, I can't say it's my favorite because I'm kind of like a lot of the other people. My favorite pipe seems to be the one I'm smoking. My favorite tobacco seems to be what I'm smoking. But boy, this, by the way, I'm smoking it in my Peterson Bulldog. Love this pipe. The autumn evening really smells good, smokes good. I mean, just a perfect blend. But it's May 1st, and the purpose of this is to give you my opinion of the month of April's best presenter. I started this a month ago, and I'm going to do it every month. This is all my opinions, and of course I don't get a chance to view everybody, so it's the ones that I've viewed. Sorry for this, the wind's 20 mile an hour. I'm out here in my garage and the wind's 20 mile an hour out here, and this camera's going like this, so I don't know whether it'll supposedly self-adjust that or not. So, the presenters of the month in the YouTube pipe community. First of all, there's some honorable mentions. These are people that I've looked at the last 30 days, and a lot of them a lot longer, and get so much out of their content. I couldn't help to mention, but Hobbiton Piper, Kevin, this last week he reached over 2,000 subs. I've been watching him for a little less than a year, maybe a little more than a year. But when I started watching him, he had less than 100 subs. He's a good presenter, good guy, happy comment, talks about pipes, tobacco, and food, and just enjoys life. He's all about what the YTPC pipe community is about. Also gives great opinions of pipe tobaccos and what works for him, and it's just a great guy. You need to see him. Another guy that's been around a long time, and I've watched a lot of his videos, and I agree with 98% of what he says. Good content, good information. It's the NW Pipe Smoker, and you need to go check his out. He's got so many videos on so much subjects, and there's just so much information to be absorbed. Another one, and lately really got on the last of the list, is yardism. Yardism has a weekly live. He gets quite a few people on there commenting. Sometimes they just kind of ramble on what each other wants to talk about. It's just a friendly chit chat. Sometimes there's a subject or a topic, and sometimes there isn't. And even sometimes when there is, it goes off topic. But and that's the way it should be. That's called fellowship. Pipe smokers and tobacco connoisseurs getting around and talking about what they like. This last week on the Yardism channel, he said that he's been seeing less presenters. And he questions some of these people, and they say, well, I don't know what to talk about. So he says once a week he's going to give them a question to talk about. You need to check Yardism's channel out and get that question, this week's question, and I didn't write it down, therefore I'm going to forget it. Was something like about the person that influenced you the most of your life, that made you get where you are now. If you could go back in time and they weren't in your life, how would your life be different? I may answer it now, but I haven't even thought about it. But I would say my father's one of the main influencers of my life, but I also had some priests that directed me in some directions in my life. But I think even without those great influencers of my life, I'd probably be the same place. Now, I could be completely wrong on that. I'd be out there lost, wandering in the weeds somewhere. By the way, this VR is for Hobbiton's Hobbiton's 2000K giveaway. So Kevin, this is it. Congratulations. It's been a trip. As we talked about before, I won your 500 giveaway. It was great. You're a great presenter, and we all appreciate what you do. Moving on. All this chat, and we're about 5 minutes into the video, and I haven't even talked about the presenter of April. For me, it's been a relatively new guy, not completely new, but the winner is Brad the Bearded Piper. You need to check Brad's out. He's new. I think he's got 274 subs already, which is way more than I have. This guy's an educated man, talks educated well, gets on a subject, doesn't veer off like I do. He's just got a lot of wonderful to share. He also talks about his life, and he raises and shows dogs. I said raises, but I don't know whether he raises them or not, but he shows dog and goes to dog shows, and he talks about that. It's very interesting. When you check out his channel, you need to go click on his VRs and go back to his very first VR, his introduction VR. He was smart enough to make an introduction VR. A lot of us aren't. And he kind of gives you and tells you where he is and where he's coming, where he's going from, and why he's doing it, and it's really great. So, Brad the Bearded Piper would be worth your time, your valuable viewing time on the YouTube pipe community. Congratulations, Brad the Bearded Piper. You are my presenter of the month. Well, that said, I'm really impressed with Cornell and Deal's Autumn Evening. Wonderful smoke. For those that kind of struggle out there with those arrows and things on YouTube, that thumbs up button means you approve. So if you approve this, put your thumbs up. If you don't, put your thumbs down. YouTube counts it as a view. Check that place there where it shows that you're watching. Hit the subscribe button. Also, that little bell over there. Hit that bell, and what that does is you'll be notified when that person's next VR is posted. Therefore, when I start showing you what I'm going to do with my tubes and where I'm going to stick them, you'll know. You'll be able to tune in and see what's best. Also have some patience with these new presenters. And I consider myself a new presenter, although I also consider myself a new piper, but I'm now going on a year this month, so I'll no longer consider myself a piper. I've been doing this about a year. If you do something a year and you still consider yourself new at it, you are doing it wrong. By the way, that's the name of another great presenter in the YouTube pipe community, doing it wrong. It is frustrating to try to put out a video and do it on a phone or do it on a tablet. Get a stand. It's got a dongle that sometimes works, sometimes don't work. Got an iPhone, you put it on the iPhone, it's supposed to show everything on there. I'm supposed to be able to shut it on and off on the iPhone. I press it, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So there's a lot more to put out these VRs than what you think. But there's others that just get out their phone, turn it on, record for 5 minutes, turn it off, boom. And they got more subscribers than I do. Listen, congratulations on Brad the Bitted Piper. Tomorrow is a promise. Yesterday was a memory. Today's a great and wonderful day. You enjoy today. Nope, didn't work.